The Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the road looking for the 500 mark finally kicked that 4-game losing streak.
Caught ball, Evans at the 5, to the 3-2, 1, touchdown Tampa Bay. There you go, fire the cannons, Mike Evans.
They travel west to San Francisco, the 49ers feeling like themselves again after taking a week off.
I think it's safe to say we learned our lessons. All right, from here on out, it's one game at a time. All right, let's go get it next week against Tampa. Let's get it. 9-3, 1, 2, 3. Hey!
The breath from the Bay Area last week, the exhale heard around the NFL world. No, it's good. Everything's good. Just a temporary power outage. Nothing to see here but a 2023 Super Bowl contender.
Kittle, he's got it and he's gone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Keep feeding the beast.
And it's true, San Francisco's weeks 1 through 5 and their week 10 showing paint an uphill battle if you're Tampa Bay. The first battle they have on their hands, stopping CMC. McCaffrey went for 95 yards last week, 5.9 yards per carry.
Here's McCaffrey, has some room around the edge, and he's got a first down.
His TD streak did come to an end, but it's not as important as his efficiency. 85-plus yards now in 5 of their 6 wins, 4.7 yards per carry or better in 5 of their 6 wins.
McCaffrey up the middle, inside the 10, a stiff arm at the 5, and in for the touchdown!
McCaffrey versus defensive tackle Vita Vea, linebackers Devin White, Levante David. They held Derrick Henry to 2.2 yards per run last week. They're holding running backs to 3.8 yards per carry for the season.
A pitch to Henry. Following the block of Dillard, and Levante David comes out to make the play.
It makes a big difference if they can hold McCaffrey in check. BCB isn't as BCB when CMC is off. It's a lot of C's in there, man. Point is, Purdy and the passing attack benefit big time when McCaffrey is popping off. Like last week when Purdy broke out of his funk and threw for 148.9 rating, built on almost 300 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, no picks.
Purdy downfield, he's got Ayuk. Perfect strike for a gain of 20.
The Bucs secondary he faces didn't have any problems versus Will Levis week 10, no touchdowns, 1 interception, a low 50s rating, under 200 yards passing.
And DeAndre Hopkins incomplete. Jamel Dean had the coverage, no flags on the play.
Tampa's defense, the 3rd highest blitz rate in the NFL, but Brock has killed 5-plus pass rushers in 2023, a 118.4 rating, 8 touchdowns, and only 1 pick.
All-out blitz, 0 blitz, locked up man-to-man, 3 defenders. They get the ball to McCaffrey, makes 1 guy miss, nobody there then to make up for it.
49ers passing attack is stacked at all 3 levels. McCaffrey at running back, he went for 47 receiving yards week 10.
Back to McCaffrey, it's Williams with another key block to spring McCaffrey.
The Buccaneers have played running backs well as pass catchers in 2023. George Kittle at tight end, 116 yards last week on the back of a 66-yard TD.
George Kittle, goodbye! Heave-ho and a touchdown!
Tampa has played tight ends tough enough in 2023, but they haven't played wide receivers well, though they strapped DeAndre Hopkins last week. 8 targets, only 3 catches, 27 yards.
Hopkins incomplete. Fans want offensive pass interference.
San Francisco's wideouts don't come in especially hot. Deebo Samuel returned last week from injury. He scored on the ground.
Blockers in front. Williams is one of them. And Deebo Samuel's in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
But he only had 30 receiving yards. Brandon Ayuk, 55 yards and a touchdown.
Purdy keeps it alive and floats it in there. Touchdown. Threw it up for grabs, and it somehow found Brandon Ayuk for the score.
It would go a long way for Tampa's defense if their pass rush could come through like they did versus Tennessee. 4 sacks and a fat 13 QB hits.
Levis taken down. Once again, the Tampa defense gets home.
Vea got 1, White got 1, Shaq Barrett got 1.
Levis stumbles and down he goes. Shaq Barrett with one of the easiest sacks he'll ever get.
Purdy took 2 sacks, only 9 yards given up though. They have left tackle Trent Williams back. That's not usually an issue for them, but it could be for Baker unless his line steps up. Trevor Lawrence, one of the least sacked QBs in 2023, the 49ers got to him 5 times.
Play action to begin this half, and it's the 4th sack already.
Chase Young debuted. He joined in with Nick Bosa for a shared sack that led to a fumble recovery.
Yeah, and Lawrence is going to get sacked for the third time, and it's Chase Young and Nick Bosa together. And the ball is out, and the 49ers have it.
Javon Hargrave added 1.5 bags to his total. They are loaded up front. Mayfield took 3 sacks last week, but he's not usually easy to get to. And despite the 3 sacks taken, he threw for 278 yards, almost 10 yards per attempt, 2 TDs, no picks, a rating over 100.
Mayfield taking a deep shot. He's got separation. Oh, what a catch! Trey Palmer!
He found Chris Godwin for 54 yards.
And he's got Godwin for another first down.
Mike Evans for 143 and a TD.
Deep shot for Mike Evans, and he's got him inside the 10.
And Rachaad White out of the backfield is a key part of their passing attack. 47 receiving yards last week, 45 plus receiving yards in 4 straight games now.
Dives, and he is in for a touchdown!
49ers held running back Travis Etienne to 9 yards last week on 4 targets. They're holding running backs to a sub-80 rate for 2023, and versus wide receivers, a sub-90 rate after last week. They have 9 INTs versus 8 TDs against that position.
And it's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga comes up with a pick.
They did give up over 100 yards to Christian Kirk for the record, though. White, the runner, 2.6 yards per carry week 10, so they still don't really run the ball great. San Francisco 3-0 versus teams under 500, which means most are going to take them in the prediction column. Well, they woke up now and it's just business as usual. What do you think? Any Bucs believers out there that will proclaim their faith in the comments section? Let's see it, and let's see what the panel takes, which I'm guessing will be a bunch of oval logos.